Beloved, hear me. The next 3 months of your life are not ordinary. They are not just another passage of time. They are prophetic seasons, decisive moments where destinies can be rewritten, where what has delayed for years can be restored in a moment. Time is not just measured in hours and days. It is measured in moments of alignment. And when a man or woman chooses to align with purpose, with discipline, and with divine direction, what seemed impossible yesterday becomes the testimony of tomorrow. I announce to you that the last 3 months ahead carry within them the power to change your story completely. But listen carefully, nothing changes by chance. Transformation is never accidental. It is the product of intentional decisions, consistent actions, and alignment with the principles that govern greatness. These are the 3 pillars that will shift your life in these remaining months of the year. 1. Clarity of vision. Without vision, people wander in circles. This is the season to silence distractions and ask yourself with sincerity, where am I going? Until you define where you are going, every road will look like the right one. The last 3 months are not for experiments. They are for precision. Write the vision, make it plain, commit to it. 2. Discipline and sacrifice. Dreams without discipline are fantasies. The future you desire is costly. It will demand sacrifice. What are you willing to give up? What habits, what excuses, what company must you separate from? If you continue as you are, you will remain where you are. But if you dare to embrace discipline, you will look back and see that these months became your launching pad into destiny. 3. Alignment with God and principles. Hear me. Nothing just happens. Success has principles. Restoration has principles. Lifting has principles. You must align with the laws of diligence, honor, faith, and consistency. And above all, align with the will of God, for it is not of him that wills nor of him that runs, but of God who shows mercy. Beloved, the difference between an ordinary season and a destiny, defining one, is the decisions you make within it. These last 3 months can be wasted, or they can become the womb of your testimony. I challenge you, take them seriously, guard your time, guard your relationships, guard your atmosphere, wake up early. Pray with fire, study with hunger, work with excellence, refuse laziness, reject fear, and do not negotiate your destiny with excuses. By the time these 3 months are over, if you take this word to heart, you will not recognize yourself. You will stand as evidence that a man or woman can compress years of progress into moments of obedience. The last 3 months are not just months. They are a divine opportunity, and I declare over you, step into them with faith, with focus, and with fire. Your life will change completely, and you will give glory to the one who made it possible. Clarity of vision is the master key that separates those who drift through life from those who live with intention and achieve extraordinary impact. When a person lacks clarity, every opportunity looks attractive, every distraction looks important, and every voice demands attention, leaving them scattered, restless, and frustrated. But when vision is clear, energy is focused, decisions become simple, and distractions lose their power. Vision answers the question of direction, and direction determines destination. If you do not know where you are going, how will you know when you arrive? Life is too precious to gamble with, and time is too costly to waste wandering. The tragedy of many is not that they lack potential, but that they lack vision. They are like skilled sailors drifting without a compass, moving but not advancing, busy but not productive, chasing shadows instead of substance. Clarity of vision does not come by accident, it must be pursued. It begins with the courage to pause, to reflect, and to ask the deeper questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What has been placed inside me that the world is waiting for? Until these questions are confronted with honesty, life remains a cycle of activities without purpose. Clarity brings inner conviction. It gives strength to say no to what is good so you can say yes to what is best. Many people fail not because they lack opportunities, but because they are distracted by too many of them. Vision acts like a filter. It eliminates the unnecessary and highlights the essential. When you know what you are building, you will not waste resources on what does not align with it. Vision produces focus, and focus produces mastery. A man who commits to one clear path year after year becomes an authority in that area. Without clarity, you touch everything but master nothing. Vision sharpens your mind and directs your creativity. It channels your efforts like a laser beam, turning scattered light into concentrated fire. That is why people of clear vision achieve in 10 years what others cannot in a lifetime, not because they have more strength, but because they have more focus. Life rewards clarity. The world makes room for the man or woman who knows exactly what they want and where they are going. Clarity of vision is also the secret to resilience. When storms come, when opposition rises, when doubts whisper and circumstances fight against you, vision becomes the anchor that keeps you steady. A man without vision quits at the first sight of difficulty, but a man with vision interprets challenges as part of the process. He endures because he sees beyond the present. He is like a builder who, even when digging the foundation in the mud, can already see the skyscraper rising in his mind. Vision births patience, and patience sustains consistency. Consistency then produces results that silence every critic. Vision must be written, articulated, and revisited. What you do not write, you forget. What you do not articulate, you cannot communicate. What you do not revisit, you cannot protect. The discipline of writing the vision makes it tangible. It transforms vague ideas into concrete plans. It also provides accountability, because every time you look at what you have written, you are reminded of your commitment. People with written visions run faster, stay focused longer, and recover quicker from setbacks. Vision is not just about personal ambition, it is about contribution. The highest form of vision goes beyond self and answers the question of impact. Whose life will be better because you lived? What problem will be solved because you existed? Great visionaries think beyond survival and comfort. They think legacy. They understand that true fulfillment comes not from accumulation, but from transformation. To have clarity of vision is to connect your goals to something bigger than yourself, something that will echo long after you are gone. The enemy of clarity is comparison. When you look at what others are doing and try to copy their path, you lose your own. Vision demands authenticity. It requires the humility to acknowledge your uniqueness and the courage to pursue it unapologetically. What works for one person may not work for you, and what you are called to may look small today but will grow into greatness tomorrow. Stay true to your assignment, for only clarity can protect you from the pressure of imitation. Clarity of vision attracts resources. When people know where you are going, they are more willing to support you. Destiny helpers do not commit to confusion, they commit to clarity. Investors invest in clarity. Mentors guide clarity. Even God himself honors clarity, for he only funds what he authors. When you become clear about your vision, the right people, opportunities, and resources will begin to align with it, as though pulled by a magnet. Confusion repels destiny helpers, but clarity draws them. Clarity simplifies decision making. Life is a constant stream of choices, and each choice has consequences. Without vision, you are forced to deliberate endlessly, paralyzed by options, fearing mistakes. But with clarity, choices are filtered through a simple lens. Does this align with where I am going? If yes, embrace it. If no, reject it. This eliminates wasted years and painful detours. It makes your yes powerful and your no final. Finally, clarity of vision brings peace. Anxiety thrives where direction is absent. Many live in silent frustration, not because they lack ability, but because they lack clarity. When you wake each day knowing where you are going and why, your life gains momentum, your mind gains rest, and your heart gains strength. You stop competing with others and start competing with yesterday's version of yourself. Discipline and sacrifice are the hidden currencies that purchase every great destiny. Nothing lasting is ever built on convenience, and nothing significant comes cheaply. Behind every story of greatness lies a consistent record of restraint, focus, and the willingness to embrace discomfort for the sake of a higher goal. Discipline is the bridge between intentions and results, between dreams and reality, between wishing and winning. Many people desire success, but desire without discipline is a fantasy. It is not enough to want a great life. You must be willing to structure your habits, your time, and your energy to align with that desire. Discipline is the ability to say no to impulses that fight against your future. It is mastering yourself before you attempt to master circumstances. The greatest battles are not external, they are internal. The war against laziness, procrastination, distraction, and the seductive voice of comfort. Comfort has destroyed more destinies than hardship ever has. The path of least resistance may feel good today, but it leads to regret tomorrow. Discipline, on the other hand, is the narrow road that feels painful today, but produces honor tomorrow. Those who cannot deny themselves small pleasures for a season will never taste the joy of greater rewards in the future. Sacrifice is the price tag of vision. Every vision demands something from you, and until you are willing to pay that price, your vision remains a dream. Sacrifice means letting go of what is good to pursue what is best. It means enduring seasons of obscurity, investing hours in practice when nobody is watching, choosing solitude when others are partying, and pouring your resources into your future while others spend theirs on temporary pleasures. Sacrifice is not punishment, it is proof of seriousness. It is a declaration that you value your destiny enough to make present discomfort a seed for future greatness. Discipline and sacrifice separate children from men, dreamers from achievers, starters from finishers. Many begin journeys with excitement, but without discipline, excitement quickly fades. Sacrifice is what keeps you standing when motivation dries up. Discipline is what makes you show up even when you don't feel like it. Success does not respond to moods, it responds to consistency. If you only move when you feel like it, you will never go far. Discipline trains you to act regardless of feelings, to work when tired, to study when sleepy, to pray when distracted, to practice when uninspired. Over time, your habits create momentum, and your momentum creates results. The power of discipline lies in its compounding effect. Small actions, repeated daily, accumulate into extraordinary outcomes. 10 minutes of focus every day looks insignificant, but in a year, it becomes 60 hours of mastery. Waking early to study one page each morning may feel trivial, but in time it transforms you into a reservoir of wisdom. Discipline may not produce instant results, but it always produces inevitable ones. The tragedy is that many abandon the process too quickly because they crave immediate gratification. They underestimate what consistent sacrifice can do in the long run. Greatness is not built in a day, but it is built daily. Discipline requires order. Chaos is the enemy of progress. If your time is unstructured, your destiny will be undefined. Those who refuse to plan are planning to fail. Discipline demands a schedule, a structure, a rhythm that directs your energy toward the most important goals. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and how you use it reveals how serious you are about your future. Every hour wasted on meaningless distractions is an hour stolen from your destiny. Sacrifice means guarding your time like treasure, refusing to give it cheaply to things and people that do not align with your purpose. Sacrifice also demands the courage to separate from certain associations. Relationships shape habits, and habits shape destiny. If the people around you celebrate mediocrity, you will be infected by it. If they mock discipline, you will be pressured to abandon it. Sometimes sacrifice is not just about what you do, but about who you walk away from. Progress requires pruning. You cannot walk with everyone and expect to run your race effectively. Discipline teaches you to value relationships, but also to prioritize destiny over popularity. Another dimension of discipline is mastery over your appetites. Food, sleep, entertainment, and pleasures of the flesh are not evil, but when they are unrestrained, they become chains. Many destinies have been aborted because of an undisciplined appetite. A person who cannot govern their stomach, their sleep, their words, or their emotions cannot be trusted with influence. Discipline is the ability to enjoy pleasures in measure and to say no when excess threatens progress. Sacrifice is turning down indulgence not because it is wrong, but because it is not profitable for where you are going. Sacrifice is also financial. You cannot expect wealth if you spend everything you earn on immediate gratification. Discipline with money is proof that you value the future. Every coin you save, every investment you make, every unnecessary purchase you resist is an act of sacrifice that secures tomorrow's stability. Many pray for financial increase but lack the discipline to manage little. Money multiplies in the hands of the disciplined, but it disappears from the hands of the careless. Discipline may isolate you for a season, but it will distinguish you for a lifetime. While others sleep, you will be awake building. While others waste, you will be investing. While others joke, you will be learning. While others complain, you will be practicing. The loneliness of sacrifice is temporary, but the rewards are eternal. Those who laugh at your discipline today will celebrate your success tomorrow. Those who misunderstand your sacrifice today will admire your influence tomorrow. Discipline also produces integrity. It makes you reliable, trustworthy, and consistent. People know what to expect from a disciplined person. They know that if you commit to something, you will deliver. This attracts opportunities and partnerships because reliability is rare. The undisciplined person is unpredictable. They promise but fail. They start but never finish. They speak but never act. Discipline protects your reputation and builds credibility that opens doors no prayer can open. Every great athlete, every great leader, every great innovator, every great spiritual giant became who they were because of discipline and sacrifice. They endured training, rejection, mistakes, and ridicule, but they refused to quit. They paid the price privately, and the world celebrated them publicly. The applause you admire is always the harvest of unseen sacrifice. The honor you desire is always the reward of hidden discipline. Discipline and sacrifice may not make sense to those who live for the moment, but they make all the difference for those who live for destiny. The future belongs to the disciplined. The crown is reserved for those who endure the cross. The throne is given to those who pay the price to sit on it. The greatness you admire is not accidental. It is deliberate, structured, sacrificial, and disciplined.